Well, welcome to Pet Perspectives. We have all heard of home remedies that will help our furry friends and with ailments and injuries, but sometimes these easy fixes can backfire if not properly researched and used. So once again, we're joined by Dr. Jenny Norman of Idaho Animal Hospital to tell us about some home remedies that work and, more importantly, ones that don't. It's Rocco, always here. Hi, Rocco.
Always here.
Dr. Jenny Norman, thank you so much. I know you and I, we've talked about home remedies before, about when to take your dog to the vet, when to take your dog to the animal hospital, when not to. But it's always such an important thing when you think of, okay, what is good for humans, not good for dogs.
Not good for dogs. And there's so many different things. And March is actually Pet Poison Awareness Month.
Okay,
so,
I didn't know that.
Yep, it is. So I want to talk about some of the things that they can get into at home. But more importantly, you know, your pet gets into something that you're worried about. The internet is full of home remedies, and with toxicities.
And you start Googling and you're like, okay, this said this, this said that.
Yep.
Yeah.
And with some things you don't want to waste with that.
So what are some of the most common toxicities that we need to be aware of?
So some of the most common things, I mean, chocolate, I think everyone knows that about animals at this point. But a big thing that we get calls in for all the time are human medications, or dogs eating a whole bottle of their own medications.
Okay, yeah.
Lilies for cats. It's March, April. We've got Easter, Mother's Day coming up. Lilies can be very, very toxic for cats. Mm-hmm.
Holy moly. Okay, so with Mother's Day, you get lilies for mom. You need to put them in a place where the cats can't get them.
Put them in a place where the cats can't get them, can't smell them. They are one of the most toxic things to
Even
cats.
if they smell it?
Even if they smell it. The pollen on it can be really toxic to them. So if it's in the house at all. So really, I say if you love mom and if you love your cats and you love mom's cats, no lilies. Roses, those always work too.
Yeah, absolutely. I know. You know, my problem is I don't even know which flowers are which. So Lauren will be like, "Oh, I love chrysanthemums." I'm like, "Yeah, I don't know which one that is."
See, and that you could Google.
Yeah,
and
okay.
Trust Google on that.
Yeah, exactly. When you talk about home remedies, right? Yes. What's a myth? What's not? How do you balance that? Of, oh, my mom always did this for our dogs.
Yeah, so we'll talk specifically about toxicity. So a lot of times, you know, we'll use chocolate. That's an easy example. Your dog eats chocolate. You get scared. You know, oh, I'm going to try and make them vomit at home. Hydrogen peroxide's been a go-to for a lot of people, you know, and it's something that has been used in vet medicine. But hydrogen peroxide, you don't want to just keep giving and giving and giving it. It can cause ulcers. It can burn the esophagus. It can be really detrimental. And for certain other things like bleach, dogs, cats, they like to drink bleach for some reason, and hydrogen peroxide can actually make that worse. So that and salt, giving them salt to try and make them vomit, they can get, you know, what we call electrolyte imbalances. They can have seizures. There can be a lot of other things with that. So if your animal eats something that you're worried that it's toxic, call your vet, call the pet poison hotline, you know, before trying any of this.
Yeah. So on the screen here, these are myths, okay? Exactly. So as you're watching at home, these are myths. So you mentioned hydrogen peroxide, salt. Milk is a universal antidote. That's a myth.
That goes around, and that is a myth. Milk is not a cure-all. Oh, my dog ate something. My cat ate something. I'm just going to give them milk.
Okay, all right.
That does not work. No.
And are these myths, is this something, too? It looks like burnt toast absorbs toxins.
Burnt toast, yep, my dog ate something.
You know why that's a myth? Because burnt toast is gross, all right? So I would say this. If it sounds gross, it probably is gross. So burnt toast, also a myth.
Also a myth.
Okay.
Yep, not going to absorb anything. It's just crispy. It's not a substitute for activated charcoal. It's not going to do anything.
And then feeding garlic gets rid of fleas.
One of my favorite ones that I get from clients a lot, and that is a total myth. Garlic is not going to get rid of fleas, but more importantly, garlic is very toxic to dogs. Garlic, in excessive amounts of it, the amount that can be recommended to get rid of fleas, can cause anemia, causes them to have low blood cell counts, makes them really sick. So big myth, not going to get rid of fleas, and it's going to make your dog ill.
So what do you suggest for someone that wants to make sure they're always getting the right information, not necessarily rushing over to the animal hospital all the time? Is there a source where they can go where they know, okay, these things are true and not myths?
So the ASPCA has a fantastic website. If you Google, or I think I sent the graphics if we have them, ASPCA Pet Poison Control, they have a website that lists out everything that's toxic, talks about severity of it and what you should do, kind of in amounts and things as well. So that's a great resource, you know, but always to either, you know, Googling, if you're going to Google, ASPCA's website. Otherwise, calling your vet, calling the pet poison hotline. You know, if you want to talk to someone before you get in the car, that's fair. But I'd go that route before, you know, giving them extra things that could potentially make them worse.
It's just like in general, Googling is kind of a dangerous thing
sometimes.
It is.
There's some great things out there and there's some awful things out there. So always, you know, take that with a grain of salt and then, you know, trust on your vet and your reliable sources.
And where can people go for more information on Ada Animal?
For us, our website, adaanimal.com.
Okay, wonderful. I've learned that about milk and burnt toast, so you're the best. More Idaho Today coming up after the break. Stay with us.